transpose is equal to minus A, that is Q symmetric, right? And these are the direct question, direct objective question. When AB are any two matrices, then AB plus BA is, yesterday I given clearly one or two questions. AB plus will be there. Always plus will give symmetric. Minus will give always Q symmetric matrix. Q symmetric matrix. Remember, this is a very important objective question, especially minus. Okay, maybe A B power T and B A power T, nothing but A B transpose, B A transpose also always Q symmetric when we are having negative sign. Remember, direct objective. And when we can say the matrix A is orthogonal. Orthogonal means A into A power T is equal to I is equal to A power T into A. Nothing but what is the inverse of A? A power T. What is the inverse of A power T? A. So how to write here? A power T is equal to, we can easily write A inverse. Here we can easily write A power T is equal to A inverse. So AB is equal to identity. We can say that B is the inverse of T. I clearly written, somewhere I written. So yeah, AB is equal to BA. Then B is called inverse of A. In the same way, A into A power T is equal to identity. Here A is inverse of A power T. Or A power T is inverse of A. We'll write it both ways. Remember that when the matrix satisfies this condition, we can say that A is orthogonal. Yeah, is it clear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's observe here. Up to here. This is called orthogonal. And try to remember here idempotent matrix, invaluatory matrix. Idempotent means when we can square the given matrix, we get again the same matrix. Then that matrix is called idempotent matrix. Okay, A square is equal to A. Example, every identity matrix is idempotent because I square always we can write I cube always I power 100 also always I. So identity matrix always we can say idempotent. When another is invaluatory means when squaring the given matrix. If you multiply the given matrix, so then A square is we get identity, that matrix is called invaluatory matrix. Example, every identity matrix is invaluatory also. Okay, identity matrix is called idempotent, identity matrix is called invaluatory. That is common example. Okay, so remember A square is equal to invaluatory. So next coming to the adjoint of a matrix A, adjoint of A. See, A comma B are any two n by n matrices. Adjoint of A means already we know that adjoint of A is C power C. What is C? Cofactor matrix. Everyone knows that C is cofactor. How to find cofactor? By using minus. Okay, use minus first to find cofactor matrix capital C. After that, take the transpose of cofactor matrix, will get adjoint of it. Here, to find the inverse of a matrix, already we know that formula. A inverse is equal to 1 by delta A into adjoint of it. Delta values we can easily find delta of 2 by 2, 3 by 3 like that. So delta will get to find adjoint of A. Adjoint of A formula is adjoint of A is equal to C power C. C is cofactor matrix. All cofactor based on minor. Okay. After getting adjoint of A, then few properties are there related to adjoint of A. See, already we done this question. This is the exercise question. Show that they given one matrix A. We can show that A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A is equal to always delta A into identity matrix. Already we done this question. This is directed exercise question and property also. Okay. Another property is adjoint of A transpose can be written as adjoint of A whole transpose. For example, if they ask the value of adjoint of a power t, first you need to find adjoint of it, then you can transpose, you get this matrix. Otherwise, for given matrix, first find A transpose, then find adjoint. Okay, this is a property. Okay, sometimes they may be give for objective also, right? Adjoint of AB is equal to first B next to A. Remember that. And adjoint of KA is equal to K power n minus 1. Remember here. These are the important properties. Okay, here adjoint of KA, because given matrix of order n, so that we'll write K power n minus 1. If it is 3 by 3 matrix, we'll get K square. If it is 10 by 10 matrix, 10 minus 1, K power 9 we will get. So adjoint of K always K power n minus 1 into adjoint of A. Important property, right? And yesterday I think in 4 to 5 class, in that class we have discussed this. I written they asking to find determinant of adjoint of 2A. We got the answer is 16. Okay, in that case we applied this property. Ka can be written as K power n minus 1 into adjoint of A, right? And adjoint of A power n, always adjoint of A whole power. Okay, for example, if they ask adjoint of A power 3, they might be asked first to find adjoint of A, then QB. Okay, adjoint of A can be written as adjoint of A n minus 2. Why n minus 2? How to remember here? How many times adjoint? There is no determinant, without a determinant. So without a determinant, adjoint of A having 2 times, so that n minus 2. For example, adjoint of adjoint A, value is n minus 3. So like that, it's depending on adjoint of adjoint, 10 times is there. What is the formula? Determinant A power n minus 10. It's based on adjoint. Simply remember that. But determinant of det of adjoint of A. This symbol will denote the det. Det of adjoint of A formula again. Det A whole power n minus 1. Det A whole power n minus 1. Okay. And see, this is adjoint of A. Whereas, what is the determinant of again this adjoint of A? Without a determinant, with a determinant. Very simple. Here n minus 1 whole square. Same formula, we can use this formula only, but here adjoint of A becomes 2 times, so that n minus 1 whole square. If it is adjoint of A into adjoint of 3 times will be there. Determinant of adjoint 3 times will be there. What is the formula? Det of n minus 1 whole cube. N minus 1 whole cube. If it is 10 times will be there. Det of adjoint we are in 10 times, n minus 1 whole power 10. Okay, remember this. Okay, these are the main adjoint of A properties. Few other properties also there, but that is not necessary. Let's see here inverse of A matrix properties. AB is equal to BA is equal to I. Always B is the inverse of A, because right side we got identity. Whenever the product of two matrices will get identity, the two matrices are inverse each other. Okay, A is inverse of B, B is inverse of A. Already we have seen that, like it is same as A inverse whole inverse again A. In the same way, A power T whole power T is A. Okay, then AB inverse is equal to first B inverse, then A inverse. If we are having three matrices A, B, C. Sometimes in the exam, how they'll give 3 matrices. They are asking to find C inverse, B inverse, A inverse. That time it is difficult to find these values. So that first to find a product, given matrix product A into B, multiplication easy. After that we get one resulting matrix. For that resulting matrix, just find one inverse. Otherwise, here we need to find 3 inverse. To find 3 inverse, we need to find 3 adjoint of it, 3 determinant values. So it will take more time, so that apply this formula. Okay, right. Coming to the determinant. What are the properties of determinant? Actually, determinant of given matrix clearly equal to determinant of transpose of that matrix. Transpose. You can interchange rows and columns. We get A power T. Both determinant is same. In exam, if they ask A for determinant of A power T means just simplify det of given matrix. That's enough. And det of AB is equal to det of A into det of. And identity matrix, determinant of identity matrix always one only. You can take any identity matrix 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 10 by 10, whatever it is, that value always 1. And see, this is important. Determinant of K, determinant of K can be written as, what is the determinant of K? K power n minus 1. Okay. Determinant of so because given matrix of order n, we'll write K power n minus 1. This is as it is as adjoint of in both cases. We'll get K power n minus 1. Okay. When determinant det of given matrix is 0, already A is called singular. Already we studied. Det A value is non-zero. That is called non-singular matrix. Determinant 0 singular. Determinant is non-zero, non-singular. Okay. See. These are the properties are related to exercise 2. Okay, 4.2, the properties of determinant. When the determinant becomes 0, if any two rows or any two columns are identical. Identical means the corresponding elements are same, then determinant always 0. Already we have seen that. And one entire row or entire column are having all zeros, even though determinant value is 0. And remember that here this 8th property, whenever you interchange it, see, first row is AB, second row is CD. I interchange it. I written second row as first row as second row. Whenever you interchange any two rows, you should put minus. Okay, we'll get minus in determinant, right? And even you can interchange any two columns also, you'll get minus. Not only for 2 by 2, it is for 3 by 3, 4 by 4 for all matrices. Okay, AB is equal to 0. When AB is equal to 0, both dets must be equal to 0. Okay, generally, without yesterday we done one objective question in morning class. AB is equal to 0. Is it necessary for A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0? Some options I given. A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. It is not necessary for A0 and B0. That is first option. So that first option was right answer. If coming to the determinant value must be 0. When AB is equal to 0, just check that their determinant will get 0 only. Okay, this is other property. Det of A plus B cannot equal to det A plus det B. So how to check all these properties? You can take some example yourself. You can take A comma B or any 2 by 2 matrices. Just find sum of values and find determinant separately. Okay, check LHS, RHS. So whenever we write the property means it should be satisfied for all cases. It should be satisfied for all cases, not only for one or two cases. Okay, at least it will be fail at one case, we cannot write this property. Okay, this property. And coming to trace of A. Trace of A means already we know that what is the trace of A. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 will be there. Trace nothing but the sum of diagonals. Adding the diagonal, only diagonal element. Adding the diagonal element. For example, this is the given matrix. Observe it. What is the trace here? A plus D. That's it. This is the trace of given matrix. What is the trace of given matrix here? C plus D. Trace nothing but the sum of diagonal. What are the properties here we are having? The trace of In is n. For example, 2 by 2 identity matrix is there. What is the trace identity? 2 by 2 means diagonal elements are 1 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So trace of I2 is 3 by 3. I3. What is the trace of I3? 1 plus 1 plus 1. 3. So that trace of In is n. Trace of A plus B. A plus or minus B can be written as trace A plus or minus trace B. Trace of Ka can be written as K into trace of A, because trace of A is a value of the given matrix. We can write K into trace A. Trace AB cannot be equal to trace A into trace A. Remember that. Trace AB, this is also there might be asked. Okay. So it is very important for even mains also. Mains level, they might be asked trace. Okay. Remember these properties. Here coming to the determinant properties, many properties are there. We have seen that, and even we applied that properties in exercise 2. Okay. Remember all these properties. These are the very important properties I written. Based on this only, they may be asked objective question. And already you know that the skew symmetric matrix means diagonal elements 0. Even what is the determinant of skew symmetric matrix? Determinant of skew symmetric matrix always 0. Remember that is also direct question, right? Let's do few objective question. Okay, is it clear to everyone all properties? Okay. I'm going to rub the board. Okay.
Sir, can you show the 7th point of inverse alone, sir, that is being cut?
Last one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, I'll send to your group this whatever I written on the board. Already I have taken pic, so that pic has sent to your group. Yeah, that is, see, when A is equal to, whenever the given matrix is diagonal matrix, diagonally, just simply written 2 by 2. A inverse will be always, for example, they given the matrix is like 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 by 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, some value minus 1 by 2 is there. They are going to ask what is A inverse. Generally, how to find A inverse? 1 by dt into adjoint. Instead of finding all this, just write its reciprocal. 2 is 1 by 2, 5 is 1 by 5, 1 by 4 is 4, 1 by minus 1 by 2 is minus. This is A inverse. That is direct, without finding determinant, adjoint, cofactor, everything. So this is the answer. Okay. For only diagonal matrix. Remaining elements are zeros only. Okay. That is the property I written. So why I written all this means remember all the properties. I expecting from you center marks in each and every chapter, even in board level. Let's see few questions here. I will write the question, try to say the answer. For example, the value of, first question is the value of 0, a minus b, A minus C, B minus C 0, B minus C. Here C minus A, C minus B 0. Can anyone say the answer? We can say in 1 second, 2 seconds. It's enough. I said that one important property.
Sir, 0,
Can
sir.
anyone say answer?
Sir, 0, sir.
Why 0?
Sir,
is
determinant
right.
of skew symmetric matrix is 0.
Exactly. Determinant of skew symmetric matrix, I said 0, always 0. Yesterday already we checked it, right? So clear it is skew symmetric matrix. Observe here, this is A minus B. This can be written as minus of A minus B. Here plus, here minus. And here C minus A, you can write minus of C minus. Or here minus of A minus. Here minus of B minus. See, diagonal elements are 0, remaining on opposite side. Remaining elements having opposite. Determinant of skew symmetric matrix always 0. Like that you have to remember. If you don't know the property of skew symmetric matrix 0 determinant, so you have to find again, you have to expand, you can do everything. So simply direct it will be 0. They given different options here. You can write direct it is 0. Let's another question. See, already you know the cube root of unity. Already you studied complex numbers. In that you studied about the cube root of unity. Even yesterday I written this condition: 1 plus omega square is always 0. Omega cube value is 1. Okay, based on that they asked one determinate question. Look at here, the value of 1 omega square and omega square 1 omega square 1 omega is equal to what? Can anyone say the answer again? Options are given here. No need to check options also. Directly we will say the answer here. Options are first one 1, second one is minus 1, third one is 0, fourth one is omega. What is the answer? Here we need I think 2 seconds. This is determinant. There will be a property. You can do like this is C1, C2, C3. C1 tends to C1 plus C2 plus C3. I want to adding all three columns. What is the first column? First column becomes 1 plus omega square. 1 plus omega square. Here also same. Remaining two columns as it is. What is 1 plus omega square? 0. So first column becomes 0. One entire column 0. First adding C1 plus C2 plus C3. First column becomes 1 plus omega square value always 0. So entire first column becomes 0, so that answer becomes 0. This is one of the NCERT question, right? Next. Okay. Next question. The value of here determinant they given 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, B plus C plus A plus B. Okay. Right. What is the first option? 1, second option 0, third option minus 1, fourth option. Second option 0, third option is A plus B, fourth option is A minus B. Okay, how to do this? What is the answer? Here also it is enough to say okay. Now can anyone say the answer? Yes. What is the answer? Simple. With C1, C2, C3. I want to add these two. C3 tends to C3 plus C2. What is the matrix? It will become 1, 1, 1. Here A, B, C. But here it is A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. From third column, see these two are identical. First column 1, 1, 1, same values. Third column also having same values. We can write direct 0. RL. From C3, I want to take A plus B plus C outside. A plus B plus C outside, remaining 1, 1, 1. A, B, C, A, 1, 1, 1. See what is this matrix? Two columns are identical. Two columns are same. The determinant value is 0. 0 into any value? 0. Okay. Next. Everyone try to say the answer here. A is a square matrix of order 3 by 3. A is square matrix of order 3 by 3. Then det of Ka value. Can anyone say the answer? Equal to, they given different option, K into det A. Second option, K square into det A. Third option, K cube into det A. Fourth option, 3K det A. Which one of the option is right? This is direct objective question. I written one formula, det of det Ka. Det Ka I written. The formula is, if it is n by n matrix.
Second option.
K for n minus 1 into det A. I written this condition.
Second option, sir.
Second option is right because that can be written as order is 3 by 3. 3 minus 1 into det A, K square det A. Second option is right. Another question is, A is non-singular matrix of order 3 by 3. Then adjoint of A. A is matrix of order same 3 by 3. But here they are asking adjoint of det of adjoint of A is equal to what? I written formula here. This is equal to, what is the formula? Det A whole power det of adjoint of A whole power n minus 1. From this, what is the answer? Here the given options are, first option det A, second option det A square, third option det A cube, fourth option none. The answer is det A square because substitute n is equal to 3.